All right, welcome everybody to the LAHC live cooking demo. My name is Mohamed. I'm the culinary educator at the LAHC. Today we are making a couple recipes for you guys. One of them is a spicy tuna lettuce wraps. I'm gonna make a couple of those. Very healthy, very easy to make. We're gonna start off with the spicy tuna lettuce wraps, okay? I'm just going to go over the ingredients really quick. We have some hot sauce. You could use sriracha sauce. You could use buffalo sauce. I'm using buffalo sauce today. We have mayonnaise, right? The mayonnaise, you could use regular mayonnaise, low-fat mayonnaise, plant-based mayonnaise, any mayonnaise of choice. Low-fat yogurt, try to get low-fat instead of plain, or no-fat is fine as well. The tuna, so we have the tuna over here. This is 2 cans of canned tuna. They've been drained and pressed, so all the water I took out, right? Now, a little trick, not a trick, a little advice with tuna or any canned fish. Try to get any canned fish that's in water, not in oil. That's just a lot of extra calories that no one really wants. So always try to get it in water because it is less calories, right? Also, we have some celery, about half a cup. We have about 2 or 3 stalks here. We're gonna, depending on how much we need, I'm guessing 2 stalks. Some cashews, lightly salted. You want them roasted. Lightly salted or no salt is even better. And some romaine lettuce, which we have over here. I already took all the leaves out. As you guys can see, we chose romaine because we didn't choose romaine. My plate chose romaine because it's easily ready. You know, you go into any grocery store, you'll find romaine lettuce. Unless it's a bad grocery store, then you won't find romaine lettuce. But you could use iceberg lettuce, you could use bib lettuce, you could use red leaf lettuce. It's your choice, really. Okay, the next thing we're gonna make is a citrus crunch salad, which I will go over later. Right now, let us start with the spicy tuna lettuce wraps, okay? So, we're gonna start off with our sauce first, okay? So we have our low-fat yogurt here, we have our mayonnaise here, okay? We're just gonna follow exactly what the recipe says. I'm using medium buffalo sauce, okay? We're gonna add a couple tablespoons of buffalo sauce to this, to a small size bowl, okay? A couple tablespoons. So that's 1 and that's 2. Very nice. Okay. Then you want to add a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise. I'm using plant-based mayo. You could use any mayo of choice, really. A couple tablespoons, right? 1, 2. You can eye it out, guys. It doesn't have to be, exactly a couple tablespoons. It's not gonna change anything really. Just eye it out. A couple and a couple. And then, of course, a couple tablespoons of low-fat plain yogurt. Don't get vanilla yogurt. Just get regular yogurt. You don't want your tuna tasting like vanilla. That sounds terrible. Same thing. 1 and 2. Okay. Very nice. Set that down here. Now we're gonna whisk them together, okay? As you can see, you have them all in here. Very nice. We're just gonna whisk all these together. So it's gonna turn into this consistency. Very nice, very colorful, okay? Now, so next we're gonna add the tuna. I already talked about the tuna. If you can buy wild-caught tuna, go for it. It's just a little better, more sustainable. If it's a budget thing, of course, farm-raised tuna is fine. And as I said, try to get the tuna in water with no salt or reduced salt as possible. So 2 cans of tuna in. Okay. Very nice. I'll hold on to the fork because we're done with the whisk. Okay. Then we're going to add the celery. Let's put this on the side. Okay, our celery, all I did, of course, you guys know how a celery comes. I'm going to take off a couple stalks, which is right here. I want these a little, you guys can cut these as large as you like. I'm gonna cut them a little small. I don't like the big celery chunks in my food. So we're just gonna cut it in half, okay? And then once you take it, let's do a little knife lesson really quick. So over here you have your knife. You don't wanna hold your knife like this. You don't wanna hold your knife, like this. You wanna kind of pinch the bottom and hold it like this. As you can see, my hand is pinched. Over here, you have the the two celery. Your hand over here, kind of like a bear claw. These knuckles over here are gonna guide your knife. This is why you wanna protect your fingertips. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the celery down with your bear claw, think of it like that. This is gonna glide down. So you're just gonna slice. This way, it's the safest way to do it. You don't have to worry about hurting anything or anyone. And as you can see, there are also the celery. That is, actually, I'm gonna add one more, which is right here. Same thing, so it's a half a cup. So this is about a fourth cup, so we're gonna do the same thing over again. Okay, we'll move this to the side a little bit. Whenever you're moving things to the side on your cutting board, try to use the back of your knife. Sometimes, just a habit, I kind of spread it with the sharp edge of my knife. It's okay, but it does kind of mess up the knife over time unless you sharpen it with steel. Okay, so same thing, guys. Very nice. I love celery. It's great. It's one of my favorite foods. I like roasting it. It's very healthy. The water there was a myth. I don't know if it's a myth actually, but there was a myth back in school. If you eat celery, you lose calories because celery has 0 calories and it's full of, the chewing is going to cause you to lose calories because it has 0 calories. To be honest, I don't know if that's true. That's a Google question. I can't give you the answer to that, but I will find out. Also, so we added the celery here, half a cup. As you guys see, there's a wet paper towel under here. This is going to protect my cutting board from sliding, okay? If you don't have a wet paper towel, you can use any type of cloth, any rag, damp the rag, put it under, you'll be fine, okay? Now, once we have all this in here, guys, we are all set. Now we're gonna mix it all in. Okay, so as you guys can see here, actually looks fantastic. The color is great. We're just gonna mix this very well. And then the rest of the assembling of the lettuce wraps we're gonna be doing at the end. But as you guys can see, it's a very nice consistency. Our spicy tuna lettuce wraps, right? So we have our tuna. Remember, this is the tuna we made. Look at that, fantastic. It looks great. Smells very nice as well. Move on this also to the side. Always work in a clean, spacious area, please. It's much easier for you. And it looks nicer on camera. So, we have our lettuce over here, right? Romaine lettuce. Okay. Very easy. We're going to grab a leaf. Put the leaf. Now, little trick. Don't just grab one leaf, grab 2. Why? Because right now we're going to add the tuna mixture in here and cashews and all this. It's going to break. Lettuce isn't that, it's not that, heavy, you put stuff in here. If I just twist this, it's going to break. So use 2 lettuce leaves, right? We're going to put them in here. Same here. We're going to grab a couple more right there. Very nice. Slicing them like this. Now, so you have your lettuce leaves, 2 if you can. We're going to grab our tuna mixture, mix it again really quick. We're going to fill it in a very, generously fill your lettuce. All around. Okay, don't forget the top. The top is important just as the bottom. Okay, very nice. Same thing with the other one. Now take your tuna. Now, these are spicy. Guess what? If you don't like spice, you don't need to add spice. You can just omit the hot sauce, the buffalo sauce. Okay. You know, if you don't have buffalo sauce, guys, as I said, use any hot sauce you want. The recipe calls for buffalo or sriracha. If you don't have either, you know, Louisiana works just as well. Kroger brand works just as well. You know, so it doesn't. You're just looking for some spice here. Okay, try to go not all the way to the bottom, but you know, pretty all the way to the bottom. All righty. Very nice. Very nice. Now, to this, we're going to add our more buffalo sauce, just a little bit more buffalo sauce because we want that color, right? Now, this isn't in the recipe, guys, but you guys kind of want it to look a little, you know, as nice as possible. You know, so in the recipe we do is we add this and we just add the cashews on top. It's not as fun, right? So we're just gonna add a little lot, you know, let's use a spoon. We're gonna add a little line of buffalo sauce just to give it that color. And we might even add a little bit of yogurt in here just to give it a little bit of color. We're just gonna, just a line, guys. Just, okay. Same thing here, just a line. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes what's nice is imperfection. You know, with food isn't meant to be perfectly, you know, aligned and, you know, all nice and fancy. Of course, you want it to look neat. You don't just want to throw stuff on here. But sometimes you don't need it to look the way it's portrayed to look. And over here as well, we're going to add a little bit of cilantro. The recipe doesn't say so, but we have cilantro. We have extra cilantro from the salad we made, and it's going to taste amazing. So we're just going to add a little more on here. You know, as I say multiple times, you don't need to follow the recipe word for word. Tweak it. You know, look around what you have at your house. See, you know, if you have any ingredients that you know might be useful for you to use. Okay. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to top these with some cashews all around. Guys, these are great for kids. You know, think of this as, this is a tuna sandwich, except it's on lettuce, you know. So it's much healthier, you know, a lot less carbs. And honestly, it looks very good, you know. It even looks better than a tuna sandwich. It's just more vibrant. You get these colors. Very nice. Excuse me. Guys, we are all set. Now it's time for you guys to see the final product here. Always make sure your plate is clean. The rim is always clean when you're presenting. Whether you're presenting to your wife, you're presenting to your husband, you're presenting to your family, you're presenting to you, okay? Make sure it looks nice, all right, as much as you can. Clean the edges. It's fine. Wow, it's raining pretty hard out there. I'm going to move these to my dining area because I have a little more sunlight for you guys to see the food. Okay. I'm going to bring you guys with me. I have a tripod. I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking demo. And here we go, guys. So we have our citrus crunch salad. Look at that. Very nice. That color is fantastic, you know. And then we have our lettuce wraps. As you guys, wait, where's that? There we go. There we go. Look at that. Very nice, very healthy. And there's our final little